Welcome to this course on Hamlet. Today we will be discussing themes. In this lesson, we will discuss the introduction to the themes. Make sure you have a pen and paper handy and take as many notes as you can. Right, so before we can start discussing the themes, I want to make it very clear that you will have to read the play before you take on the themes. It's going to be very difficult to understand the themes if you have not read the play thus far, because during the play we refer to different incidents, and during these lessons we refer to those incidents as well. And this forms the basis of our study. So I need you to make sure you've read the play. If you haven't read the play, please go do so and then come back at a later stage to complete this course. Right, so in a play, there are many components, many different aspects of the play. Think about a house with many different rooms in it. This is a play. It's not just one big open space. We have the characters, the plot, the language used in the play, which is very important for Shakespeare, and the themes, which we will be discussing today. Now, there are several themes in Hamlet, and very important to note that Hamlet is a tragedy. So if you don't know what a tragedy is, it means a lot of people die during the play, especially the protagonist. And many of these deaths and characters and themes are interconnected. And today we will focus on the most relevant ones of them all. So before we do anything else, I want you to look at the red headings. Don't look at the grey, look at the red. Those are our relevant themes that we will be discussing today. So we have death, perception versus reality, relationship, and then passions. All four of these themes have sub-themes in them. Now, in our discussion of these themes, it is very important to note what events fall under which theme. I say this because it is very important to know the events, because they will act as the substantiation for when you discuss these themes. You can't just say a theme is death. You need to tell me where in the play death takes place for it to be a theme. This is then your evidence, and this is especially important when writing a literary essay. So pause this video and write down these four themes and their sub-themes before you continue, and then come back and we'll go from there. Right, so I hope you took the time to write these down. It's very important that you have them in front of you throughout the entirety of this course. Now, before we move on to anything else, I asked earlier that you read the play before doing these lessons. Now I want you to sit and on your piece of paper where you wrote down these themes and these sub-themes, write down what you remember from the play and where it falls. So for example, under death, what would you write there? What events during the play would you write down there? And in relationships, can you remember any relationships during the play? Remember, it's not just romantic relationships, it's also relationships with politics, family, friends, etc. So if you can remember any, pause this video now and write them down where you can remember them. Right, so I hope you took the time to write down all the events that you can remember, and I hope during the rest of this course you will be able to fill in the blanks. And I hope that your suggestions were as great as I think they were.